Hey everybody, it's Vat on BB. New year, new BB. Probably. Yeah, hopefully. I know some people have a problem with the whole new year, new me phrase, but I tend to have some new stuff going on every year. And this year, I specifically have the intuition that this is going to be a really big year for me. And it's really surprising because it sure as hell didn't seem like it would start off this way, because when I was planning on going out and having a New Year's celebration and partying, I really spent most of my New Year's Eve in the hospital, in the emergency room, in the trauma center, because I had a medical emergency with the back of my leg. And basically this all sparked up the real things that matter to me that I plan on bringing into the new year. And it really put some New Year's resolutions in perspective for me. And I figured I would share them with you and show you what's going to be happening new on the channel. So, my first New Year's resolution is definitely health first. I've always been pretty aware of health due to people in my family having a lot of health issues. So I've been recently digging into a lot of nutritional issues. And obviously what happened to me on New Year's Eve woke me up big time. So I've been having problems in my knees for a while. And I've already saw a podiatrist. I have really super flat feet. I've gotten really professional insoles for them. But I was still having knee and arthritis pain. So I know how important to me it is this year to have comfortable shoes, not just fashionable shoes. There is still going to be high heel wearing because I love heels, but I also know the importance of having comfortable shoes, especially for walking and commuting and working out. And it's just so ironic that when I started wanting to get back into the gym, I have this Baker cyst, what's called a Baker cyst rupture, and basically a lot of fluid. Primarily it's another condition that causes the Baker cyst. I'm thinking that it's arthritis. So I've had inflammation in my knee that caused fluid to go to the back and rupture. And basically I couldn't really walk. It was really painful. But had I not gone to the emergency room, and I wasn't, some people don't have that sense of intuition, or they don't listen to their body. They don't go to the hospital or the doctor when their first mind is telling them to do so. Say that this wasn't just a Baker cyst, which is really more like a muscle spasm, a painful muscle spasm that you have to put ice on. Rather, say it was a blood clot, which is what it did show symptoms of. Then if I just said, oh, forget it, I'm gonna put ice on it, I could have gotten into convulsions and went in a shock and maybe died. That's a serious matter. So I'm glad that I actually did take the strides to get checked up on in that aspect. And I did previously, 2 weeks prior, go to a doctor about my knees and just get a general checkup. So health to me is going to be prime time, top of the line, and not just physical health, but spiritual and mental health as well. Now, I did take steps to getting more mental coaching. I have a life coach / therapist. She's amazing. I've been addressing a lot of problems mentally to unlock myself to the next level. So, sort of like this T.D. Jakes book, Unlocked, I read a while ago. I'm just trying to step into my next level moment in 2019. And I already know it's coming, but I need that extra, you need that extra oomph to get over all the fears and anxiety and weight of the world, to keep your spirit going. It's very important to keep your spirit and your mental up, because the body follows after that. The mind runs everything. So it helps, just like you go and you get a workout coach if you want to lose weight. If you want to get to the next level, get yourself a mental coach, get yourself a therapist. And so she's led me to somebody named David Ramsey on finances. He's a financial expert like Susan Orman. And I've been watching a lot of his videos, and really, because I'm really going to take off financially this year too, big time. I already know that too. But I'm just like, he said something so real. He was like, we were discussing the video was discussing how to get rid of debt and the ways to get rid of debt and what the optimal way was. And he said that the optimal way is whatever way works. For different people, that's different things. Some people aren't going to tackle the biggest debts first. Some people are going to tackle the smallest debts. He said that money is more of a behavioral problem than a mathematical problem. And that blew my mind. Because if you knew how, just my situation, my relationship with money, we don't like to think of money as energy and something that we can have more control over than we think we do. But how I was raised to think about money is not how I feel I want to raise my kids to think about money. It's not how I really feel money works. And other people feel that way, and they happen to be very successful with money. So I don't want to just live the check life. I want to achieve all of my financial goals. And the first step to doing that is attacking my mind. Attacking how I behaviorally feel about money. So I've also got this book called 6 Months to 6 Figures, because you know I'm an entrepreneurial minded sister. And this guy, Peter Voogd, he loves Tony Robinson and Gary Vaynerchuk just like me. So I already know I picked up the right book. I was going to pick up that money book by Tony Robbins, but this one had higher reviews on Amazon. So I said, let me see what he's talking about. I ordered this book. I'm not even halfway in it. I'm reading it like a textbook. I've got notes all up in it. I'm really planning on 6 months being in a different financial place, if you understand me. So having that kind of mental health, but also part of having good mental and spiritual health is who you have around you as well. And all of these people that I follow, I make sure that I take a subconscious effort, or I make a conscious effort to remove anything out of my subconscious that I don't like. People, whether they're beauty gurus or anything like that, if they have too many fake body parts or alterations, I delete them off of my Instagram. Because I don't want a foreign body dysmorphia. I don't want, too often, a lot of girls and girls that are watching me now are on Instagram scrolling, and they're looking at people who are making YouTube videos and Instagram as the beauty standard. And it creates deficiencies in ourselves that aren't really there. I love makeup, but I don't feel like I want to alter my whole body to fit in the in crowd. I've never been in, I ain't in the rush. But I don't like to follow people who have nothing to show me on Instagram other than fake body parts, or they're shaking their butts on Instagram all day and they're not talking about anything positive. I stopped following those gossip pages that aren't feeding my spirit. I stopped following, anybody who wasn't about, what I'm about. Also, I really didn't have to cut off anybody in 2018, for real. I really have a pretty small group of really supportive friends. So this year I'm going to be focusing more on building my girl group, building a tribe here, and strengthening the bonds I already have with the supportive people I have here. That's the first goal. I know that's a lot, but mental health, physical health, gonna get to working out and checking out on my body as soon as I can. Also making small dietary changes that will make my stomach feel better. Going from imperial butter to vegan butter, going from wine to tea. I've been doing myself a little tea challenge. Instead, I usually drink a glass of wine when I get home, but I'm going for turmeric tea to cleanse me, and green teas and herbal teas, and it really feels good. And also making sure that I fill myself with positive energy. I like crystals, so I've got a couple crystals here. I went to a vision board party and I got this citrine that this is supposed to represent like creativity and confidence, and every good business person needs that, okay? I know I need it. I've got this beautiful amethyst, which really jumpstart everything. I feel like this is a lucky stone for me. I love this color. I love purple. This is my favorite color, light purple. And it's supposed to be really calming. And I feel like once I got this, like I did see some changes energetically around me. Like people, you know, I was a little bit more relaxed. So I just like to keep things that represent positivity around me. I've got my cellulites, or I hope I pronounced that right. This is supposed to be what they call nature's lullaby. So it basically helps you sleep better, which Lord knows I'm trying to get better sleep in the year 2019, child. Okay, just this last week I fell asleep at 8 o'clock after work. I did not go to happy hour, and I did not even get up till freaking 6 o'clock the next day. I never went to bed that early. I was dog tired. I come from work for 8 hours, and then I come here and I try to work on my blog or work on other things until it's 2 in the morning. I get like 3 hours of sleep, and then I go to work, and that's really unhealthy. So I need to get better sleep. Part of my mental health and health awareness overall. Now, another thing I'm gonna do this year is be a better planner. Oh my gosh, if anybody knows anything about your girl, I am not a planner. I am a last minuter. I am a procrastinator. I do not like to plan. I plan to follow whoever else is making the plan. I'm not even planning my own wedding. I have a Pinterest. I'm going to send a wedding planner my Pinterest. Tell her only ask me yes or no questions. I do not want to be involved. Planning literally makes me want to pull the eyebrow hairs out of my head. I can't do it. But I was watching Alexandra Villarreal. Oh my God, I don't know if I pronounced her name. But she's this lady in Canada, and she does YouTube videos in 3 languages, English, French, and Spanish. I love her channel because it's so inspirational for women. And for men too, but she really talks about the essence of feminine power. And so she was talking about how she has a monthly, a weekly, and a daily planner. So I got a planner that has a monthly and a daily, and I'm actually going to use it. I had a planner last year that came with my makeup kit, but I never used that mug. I never used a planner, but this year I'm using planners. I'm planning things out. I'm not forgetting things. I'm checking emails. I'm doing the thing, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going to keep me consistent on the channel. Y'all going to see consistency out of the Bad on BB channel this year. If you didn't know already, I'm going to have videos popping off so hard, it's not even going to be funny. This is like the 5th one I've recorded in 2 days. So y'all need to be subscribing, telling your friends subscribe if you like constant spirituality, or what I'm going to call it, auntie time. That's when I'm going to talk about mental health. That's when I'm going to talk about health things. That's when I'm going to talk about hot topics, and we're going to get into some relationship stuff for this Valentine's Day. So you better tell your friends about that, because everybody that knows me know I got something to say. I'm auntie. I'm going to tell you what your mama didn't tell you. Okay? Also, yeah, basically taking care of my health, planning, keeping my spirit enriched, you know, reading good books. This is Zen and the Art of Happiness. I'm reading about happiness. I'm going to get into The Last Black Unicorn. She's real motivational, Tiffany Haddish. I mean, it's like every successful person has a hard knock story. I mean, just imagine, a lot of people have hard knock stories, but they just quit, or they use it as an excuse. So I really look up to the successful people that find a way out of no way, and they create their own happiness. And that's what I'm trying to be. And that's the exact kind of energy that I'm going to convey on this channel. So every time you watch a video, whether that's makeup, whether that's food, whether that's auntie time, you're going to be taking in some good energy in 2019 from the Bad on BB channel. So I really hope you guys stay tuned. I'm glad you guys made it to the end of the video. And this is just Bad on BB, over and out 2019. What to expect. Bye guys.